Welcome, one and all, to episode 85 of Peace Talk. You know what it is. Shout out to those of y'all in the live chat. Today, we got a super dope guest. Very excited to introduce y'all. It's a little different bit of flavor. Definitely someone who I rock with. Shout out to Nasiha, who just came through. What's good, Ramadan? How you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Anthony.
Appreciate the shirt, by the way. He sent me this recently. Totally dope.
Yeah, this is my new merch. Just came out this year, so if you want to cop a shirt or a hoodie, let me know.
And how do you personally what's the meaning? What's the symbolism behind this design?
I mean, when you look at this logo right here, you look at each point, and it look like a human because this is like the arm, this is like the arm, this is like the head, and both of these like feet, but it also look like a star. So I was basically trying to like get everybody to see that we all stars by trying to like basically incorporate how humans and the pentagram star look alike. So I was just trying to do that, and then on top of that, I don't know if you know about the Vegas star.
Yeah, I heard of it. I think it's in Capricorn.
Yeah, have you seen the sigil?
No, I haven't.
Well, when you look at the sigil, it looks similar. So I just added a line to it because I'm from the Vegas star and it conjunct my moon. So I felt like I had the right to do that.
No, you definitely do. And we're going to talk about your astrology too. Shout out to Diablo in the building. We got Estate Girl in the building too. We're going to do a peace talk with her soon. You actually know Estate Girl, right? Are y'all together right now?
Yeah. Now she in I think she in Amsterdam right now. She was just here like last week though.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. She wild. She mad wild. That's what's up. Yeah. So I noticed the accent. You stay in New York?
No, I'm in Philly. I used to live in New York though.
Oh, you from Philly? Nice.
Yeah, I live in Philly. I moved around a lot. Like I was born in Atlanta, lived in Ohio for a little bit, lived in Philly, lived in New York. Just been moving all around. My mom, she moved a lot, but my pops, he always lived in Atlanta, so I was going back and forth. So
do people assume you're in the military because you move a lot?
I mean, my mom, she used to work for the military. She still do, but like she not in it. She like a social worker. So like I don't know sometimes. But like she not in it. She just work for it. She like a social worker. So yeah, kinda.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What's up?
We were just moving anyway though. Like it's not even because she was in the military. We was just always like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I remember personally moving around a lot in New Jersey and then going to Texas. So
I used to live in Jersey too.
Where in Jersey?
North.
Like by Passaic County and Clifton and all that? Or Bergen County?
Real young. I lived in East Orange. It's like over there by like Irvington, North. I think it's North Jersey.
East Orange. I used to live in Orange. I was right by Irvington, and then I went to school in West Orange. So that's what's up. What's your favorite lingo? Do you like the New York slang or the Philly slang?
I like both, but I like New York slang because like it's like it always get renewed. Like they don't use the same slang like all year. Like for me, Philly, I like it too. Like I don't know, I like all of it for real.
Yeah. Oh, what's your favorite slang from Philly and what's your favorite slang from New York?
I mean,
that's a big question.
I don't even think about stuff like that. Like I don't think about like what's my favorite. I just if it sounds right when I'm talking, then I'm gonna use it. So I don't know. Probably I don't know. I like all of it for me. What's your favorite?
I feel you. I'm the same way. I don't really have a favorite one, but my guy definitely sticks out. Dead ass really sticks out. I didn't realize how much that culture trends. Like you have people in Cali and in Texas who will adopt like New York slang as if it's like regular slang, but it's just someone who was from there. that kind of just spread the influence. So my ears always perk up when I hear that accent because it's mad real. It's really dope. It takes me back to when I used to stay in the East Coast personally. So
I never knew that. I thought you was like always from like where you live at, Vegas.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think I ever shared that too. Yeah, I was born in Phoenix, and then like right after New Zealand and Docs, New York slang, damn ZZ. And then right after like a year, I moved to Queens. I grew up in Queens till like 4, and then I grew up in Orange, New Jersey for like a large part of my life. Then went to East Brunswick at like 18. And then it was 2009, I went to Texas, and I moved to the West Coast. But yeah. That's dope to know. What's it like? I mean, how cold is it out there right now?
I mean, it's usually colder, but like what is it, like 40, 30? It's usually colder, but like it's not as cold as it can be. Like it only snowed like twice already. And usually,
wow.
we'll be getting blizzards by now. So like
Yeah, maybe OD cold out there for real. Like
yeah.
ridiculous. That's one thing I don't miss.
Yeah, like I'll be walking outside with shorts sometimes because it don't even be cold like that. So
Word.
go to yeah, it ain't that bad.
All right. What about the environment out there? How do you feel like I'm sure since you're already out there, it's a little different, but like I remember that the East Coast used to have such a dangerous reputation. Even when I was out there, like you couldn't go out at night at certain times, and you hear certain artists talking about what it's like to be, you know what I'm saying, careful in the streets proverbially. Even though there's great suburban places and like residential areas, but do you think that's changed? Is it safer now? I know there's a lot of gentrification.
I mean,
but
I lived in a lot of different hoods, and one thing I can't say is like that everywhere. Like it ain't really no hood that I feel like is worse than another.
Okay, so
because I lived in Atlanta, I lived in hoods in Ohio, hoods in Jersey, hoods in Philly, New York, and I feel like I don't know, they all like you know what neighborhoods not to go to, you know what neighborhoods feel me you safer at. So
yeah,
it really depend on how you carry yourself for real and what type of energy you attract. So
yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Do you stay by Camden?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's like right across the bridge.
All right, that's
from Philly, but I don't be going over there.
Yeah, I heard at some point it was so bad, like you couldn't stop at the red lights. But
Camden?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that.
It might not be like that now. This was back in the 90s and whatnot. But yeah, man. I'm honored to know you and to connect with you. You're a really talented artist. For those who aren't aware, Ramadan is an artist. He makes dope music. I actually would like to feature some, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So I'll keep that.
Wait, how you gonna get copyrighted?
I know when the 6'5" song, that's my joy. It's on Spotify, so I'd probably get striked for that. But
how?
If I play it, the recognition will from YouTube ID will actually come. It actually happened to me before because I played the song on a ceremony, so it recognized it, and then
it's probably the beat because I ain't paid for the beat.
No. I was gonna say you own the song, like it's digitally shared on like Spotify. I have it on my Spotify playlist, so because you own it, then I can't just share it, right? Because it's your song. It's just like playing any copyrighted song, but it's not a bad thing, by the way. But other than that, what got you? How long have you been doing music?
Since 2014.
Okay, so pretty recently. That's what's up. And okay, that's what's up. It's still like a good 5 years now, basically.
I was just talking about that earlier.
That's a trip. What was it like starting for you? Because those of us who kind of got into music around that time, that was when like being a double XL freshman was actually a big deal instead of a joke. And like it was people were really hungry to like get in there. I mean, people were always hungry even back then, but there was a certain feel to it that mid 2010 era. What was that like for you?
I mean, it started a little bit different for me. Like, remember I told you I was moving around a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so I used to live in New York with my mother, like 2013, whatever. Uh, and I had moved away because I got caught smoking in the crib, whatever. So she had took my door from my room, and I feel like I ain't had no privacy. So I was like, yo, like fuck all this. Like I'm about to move with my dad, like in
Wait.
Atlanta.
Could you say it again? You said your mom kicked you out because she caught you smoking weed?
I mean, she didn't even kick me out. She
Yeah.
like I was out of pocket. Like I smoked with like all my friends in my room.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like I should never did that. Like
I
I
feel
thought the smell was gonna go away by the time she got home. I left all the windows open, but then I closed them, and then the smell was still in there. I didn't know that because I was used to it. Because you get used to something after a while. So she got home, and I was asleep. She came in the room. She was like she said something at first. She came back in. She was like, "Yo, hold up, it smells like weed in here." Like, and then she started going off with that. That wasn't the first time I got caught. You know what I'm saying? So,
that was 2014.
2013, I think.
Yo. Okay.
Yeah.
That was
what?
Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, long story short, she took my door and she wasn't feeding me the food I wanted. So I was like, yo, I'm moving my dad. And then like a week later, I changed my mind. And she was like, nah, you already said it. So she got me to take, I moved my dad. He signed me up for this art school. And that's how a lot of the stuff like got started. Cause we was having like rap battles in the cafeteria. Like people used to perform every Friday in the cafeteria. So like, it just kind of grew on me. We had a studio. I got signed up to a class where I was making beats. So like it just kind of grew on me. Like I ain't even want to do it, but like everybody just kept asking me. They were like, "You rap?" And I'm like, "Nah." Like why everybody keep asking me that? So like I don't know. It just something. It was like I don't know. It just grew on me. Like I said, all my friends just started rapping. Like it was just crazy. Like it was just all around me.
No, that's amazing because 2013 was the year I had a certain run-in with my mother because of marijuana, and I ended up getting set up on my path not knowingly. So I think that's dope that happened to both of us in 2013. But
where was Saturn? Like in Scorpio?
Saturn was in Scorpio, dead conjunct my Pluto. That triggered it. It just kind of like happened. I was like, I wonder what this aspect's gonna do.
You knew that?
What happened? No, I didn't know it was gonna happen before it happened. I was just like,
did you know about astrology then?
Oh, good question. I had just gotten into it. So this was when I this is when I barely started doing chart readings, and it was before I made the Peace Dealer as a site. I was still Clear Site back then. For the OG, for the day ones. If you knew me as Clear Site, you were day one. But yeah, this is before I created the Peace Dealer. It was when I was just getting into astrology, so I didn't really know it as well as I do now. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, though. So you went to art school, battle rapping, and
learn how to make music videos, learn how to mix. It was crazy. Like my mom had just got me a laptop for the summer. I got the mic. I don't know. Everything was just happening for me. Like I ain't even choose. I felt like I didn't even want to do that at first, but like after a while, I was just like, yo, it is what it is.
Yeah, I peeped the setup. It's looking nice. It's looking really nice.
I mean, yeah.
Or so for those who are curious, what is your sun, moon, and rising?
Sun, cat, moon, cat, rising, Leo.
Oh, Leo rising. That's what's up. Is it like an early degree or a later degree?
Late 22.
All right, cool. So, all right, that's what's up. Pluto Star said, I bet your roasting skills are A1.
I mean, they used to be. Like, I don't really be roasting people for real like that no more. People be in their feelings. So
yeah, I bet.
I just be chilling. But I like me and my friends, we talk shit like friendly. Like we don't be for me. But like my son can you heard of the star called Deneb?
Deneb?
Yeah. It's not really popular, but like it's real. Like it got weight. Like it got
what's it called?
It's called Deneb.
Deneb. No, I gotta research more.
All right, so that's my sun sign, and I told you Vega, my moon sign.
Yeah, what degree is your sun and what degree is your moon?
My sun is 18, my moon 17.
Oh, nice. So
True Brilliance.
True Verd?
True Brilliance.
No.
She astrology.
Nice.
True Brilliance.
I gotta check her out.
Oh, I thought you knew her. I could have sworn you did.
Mm.
Well, I about to say her moon sign bigger too, but I don't know. I thought you knew her.
No, that's what's up. And let's talk a bit about Vega because I did hear. I think Sirius is opposite that in Cancer.
Yeah.
And then Vega's in Cap. I heard Vega is okay. Ryan said Deneb is a big deal, so good to know. And I feel like that energy has
Yeah,
ties.
okay.
I feel like that energy has ties to Ra, like you said too. The winged dragon of Ra. No, not the Yu-Gi-Oh! One. The Egyptian god Ra.
Yeah.
Is it's interesting because Ramadan is actually your birth name. So
Yeah.
do you feel you tap into that energy through that name too, or just in general?
Like on every level, from the day I was born to my name, to the place I was born, to my stellium in my fifth house. It's a lot. Like, I could talk about this all day.
Yeah, let's go in. Let's go in.
I mean,
Your stellium's in Cap, right? In the fifth?
in the fifth in Cap.
Yeah. And the fifth is all about creativity. And so it's just amazing to see what you're doing. That my favorite line in 6-5 is 6 planets in the fifth house, that's 6 hearts. I'm flexing. Fire. I just appreciate astrology being incorporated in rap. And the way you do it is dope. So good stuff.
I got more to come. And I got a few people that's right there with me with it. So
yeah,
hopefully you enjoy them too.
I'm trying to get you and Dolo on a track together. That'll be dope. I'm gonna see if
I don't think Dolo like me.
No way, really?
I don't know. I feel like he trolling me. Like he dropped a song named Ramadan and it's like a diss on my birthday.
On your birthday?
On my birthday.
Whoa.
I don't know. Like he be talking mad shit about Ra. So I don't know. I don't think he like me, bro. But like he be trolling me.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I'll talk. I'll see if I can reach out to him. That'll be a crazy coincidence, but yeah,
I mean, it's more to it. But like, if me and him could collab for the astrological community, that would be cool because I always wanted to do that.
It really would. Y'all two together would be super dope. So yeah. We'll see what's up. But what was that?
I said, ask him like I don't know, like if he not dissing me the way I think he is, because to me everything just adding up. Like I don't know, that'll be cool. Because like I said, I want all of us, to collab and come up.
Yeah, that'll be really dope. I feel like we could make some moves. But I'll see. I know he's wrapped up in a lot of drama too, because he's been clapping at different YouTubers and all that, which is really cool. So,
yeah, we'll
see. But yeah, man. So it's cool to see how you got started initially. When did you start off incorporating astrology into rap, or is this a recent thing?
At first I was trying to just incorporate everything that I knew, into like my raps, but I never really had like a solid like. I never really knew nothing enough to really like talk about. Yeah. Like at first I was just. I don't know. I just talk about everything that would interest me. But like now I found like astrology and I figured out, you can never really know everything about it. I feel like this is, the perfect thing to incorporate because everybody can learn this and everybody should learn it.
Yeah.
It's a part of, knowing yourself.
And the hard part is making it creative enough to where it's actually dope, which is what I love about you and Dolo. Like y'all nail that part. It's really inspiring. Also, let's talk about your stellium in the fifth. What's it like to have all that Cap energy, and how do you feel with Pluto and Saturn? Is it Cappers are out here again?
It's not easy.
Yeah, I see what they're doing to R. Kelly and other Capricorns. Like it's going down right now. So, do you have any advice for people going through these Pluto transits and Saturn?
I mean, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like Saturn, like kind of like passing like all my planets in my fifth house. Yeah. So I guess it's like kind of like maturing the way like I handle and use them. And you know what I figured out? like they like all my playlists on my fifth house was like kind of like manifesting. They kind of like manifesting into like physical people.
Oh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign.
How?
Normally, because that's something I start to notice too. Like the planets will actually have real representatives and archetypes, but when it starts to manifest like that, it's a good sign that it's almost like being initiated into this extraterrestrial planetary wisdom, to where you identifying it is a subconscious response to now co-creating with the universe. But to see it, I think it's more real for you because it's in Earth. So it's not just like a concept, like it's actually physical. And also, when Saturn went through my fifth in Libra, that was when I realized, okay, because it's all about determining what is it that you love. And back then, I didn't really know what I loved. Like I knew I liked to act. I knew I wanted to act. I knew I wanted to be a musician. But it wasn't until Saturn passed my fifth that it was like, okay, like this is what I want to do seriously. And it's going to set you up really well. I mean, clearly you already got the setup, the stuff to press, the merch. So I wish you the best, brother. I know you're going to be very successful.
Thank you.
I'm glad we got to hear you. So, what do you personally feel about where music is going now? What the trends? I don't even want to bring up like quote unquote mumble rap, because I feel like
it's not entertaining. Like, to be honest, like when I be like doing like I like the way it sound, but like what they be talking about, it really don't stimulate me, and I feel like it don't stimulate nobody else. Like I'd rather, instead of listening to it like an album of somebody who came out today, I'd rather just go to your live, go to your Dolo live, listen to one of y'all talk, because that's more stimulating and motivate me more than anybody else's music. Feel what I'm saying? But like when I listen to people that's out now, I just listen to how they sound, like how like the rhythm go and stuff like that. I don't listen to what they be saying. Bro.
I mean, and like there's really nothing they are saying. So I feel you on that. And that's sad because like there's so much talent out here. There's so many people our age who have something to say, but they keep on proliferating this image and pushing people who also I feel like they have stuff to say too, but they never push those records out. They only push the harmonious melodic stuff. So I would love to see that change, but I agree with you. I don't even really listen to new music. I've been under a rock. I'll listen to old hits. I'll probably peep some new stuff, but yeah, I'd rather just watch it live like you know what I mean? Like soak up that good knowledge.
Yeah.
Any future projects you're working on, like an album or a mixtape?
I mean, I got a few singles I'm working on right now.
Singles, all right, that's what's up.
And remember the 6'5"?
Yeah.
Playlist. I'm still working on that, so expect that.
The 6'5" what?
It's like a project.
Oh, it's a project.
It's a project and a song.
Oh, okay, nice. So it's the name of the project too.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Expect that like at the beginning of Aries season.
Nice. I'm gonna cop that. I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud, so mainly that. But yeah, I feel like what we doing now is like the industry needs stuff like this, and I feel like this is a good way to start. So
it is like you never really thought of artists kind of integrating lives like this. I think it would be a really amazing new trend where people bring in their other talents in, and it'll be dope because at least we got our stripes. We've been doing this for a while. So
yeah, and on top of that, like you like me versus going to like the Breakfast Club or something like that, like you probably in my best interest a little bit more than them, because they might ask some questions that have me looking stupid, but you feel me, you trying to ask questions, so we can teach the people, and you might teach me some stuff, and vice versa. So I feel like we definitely need more people like you doing stuff like this.
I feel you. Yeah. No, that's so true. I just want to be an outlet and platform so people don't look stupid. You know what I mean? They authentically get to know people. That's kind of the double-edged sword, because you will get the notoriety or you will get the exposure on the Breakfast Club, but yeah, they do their job. I'll say that they do their job very well.
Yeah.
It's just not always in the best interest, like you said. So yeah. But regardless, that'll be dope. I'm definitely going to. I'm working with Andre Gemini Brown and Nikki Kopitech. We're gonna do a hip hop show where we every week talk. I'll probably launch that every season, if not sooner, where we talk hip hop. So we definitely would love you to come as a recurring guest.
We all gonna start.
And if you ever have anything to promote, we can have you come through and talk.
We all plan on starting.
It's gonna be called the Psychic Cipher. I recently just got a syndicate to post audio to podcasts, and I have this live streaming connecting. So I just need to get the branding right, and then might even do it a little bit earlier. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna produce it. But yeah, it'll be lit. It'll be super dope. Shout out to Leah. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll totally let you know. Shout out to Leah who just joined. So yeah, I'm glad that you really resonate a lot with Ra. I see the Capricorn vibration as a godly vibration. One that harnesses God consciousness. So when you were saying you identify as him, knowing your sun and moon, I can believe that, especially as a Leo rising on a fixed star too.
My sun in my 5th house too. They say like Ra was a warm-hearted God. So I took that, as being one of the characteristics. And on top of that, they say Ra had a head of a hawk and a falcon. And I was born in Atlanta, and it's crazy how the Hawks and the Falcons play there.
The Hawks and the Falcons.
Yeah. And on top of that, the first 2 letters of my name is Ra. Feel what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. Like it's like I like feel me, like it's like we the same being. Like I call my father. Feel what I'm saying? So
no, I definitely pay attention to synchronicities like that. It could seem like coincidence, but when they stack up all like that, it's telling you something, So that's even more profound, knowing that Pluto already went over your sun and moon. The Saturn's gonna go through, stabilize and initiate all that power, and you start in one of the greatest cycles anyone go through. So definitely, all positive energy towards you, because it's still very intense,
Yeah.
It's really hard to deal with. I think a lot of y'all are having to internalize things without, y'all aren't really the type of people to beg for help either. So no one may know what y'all going through. So I feel you on that. But
I got questions though.
For sure.
Like the main thing that's been bothering me about my chart is how my Mars, right, conjunct my node like directly at 1 degree Libra, right?
Yeah. So you born 95?
97.
97. Ooh, badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my Saturn, it's like an opposition between my Saturn and my Mars. And my Saturn is my south node at 1 degree Aries. So like, I don't know, like I've been like thinking about this like for a minute, like how do I balance this? Like it's in the 2nd house too. My Mars in the 2nd house with my north node, and then my south node is in the 8th house.
Oh, that's deep. That's different.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's to me like it's a little bit like more malefic, but like I don't know. Like I really don't know what to think about this. I couldn't look nothing up.
So I'm really wanting to research that aspect. South node Saturn. I did a reading today with someone who had that. I, for some reason, feel intuitively that aspect is like you were a judge in a past life. Like Saturn and Aries makes you an authority of character and originality. And then in the South node, it's like you actually, how some people serve subpoenas to people? Like you got served. That's what I feel that aspect is. Like you catch people who probably escaped karmic judgments and you give it to them this lifetime, which is cool to see that. And that's really vague to say, which is why I want to really research more of it. But Saturn on the South node is super powerful. It's like very significant. You're literally bridging karma that has to be completed. Like in fact, Saturn will bestow power on you. I see that as like advance so that you can fulfill your North node. And in Libra with Mars there, that Mars Saturn, from the 2nd to 8th too, you're having to almost be an agent for people so that they can trust you with aspects of their character, and then you can put them on in a certain way, or you can kind of deal. But that could also deal with shade, because the 8th house could be very shady, and you could deal with people who just hate you for no reason or just have some ulterior motives. But Saturn will help you sense them though. which is important.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of interested too. Having that Mars opposite. I know I have Mars square Saturn, which isn't the easiest, but Mars opposite that from Aries to Libra, it's like I like Mars and Libra as a Mars and Aries because it definitely lends one to be very strategic. So you'll read people's actions and then act off of that. But I think you have to be someone who calls people out when they walk out of integrity. Like when someone's not being authentic, Saturn and Aries has to snap and like kind of reveal, because you'll kind of peep it in a way that they may not notice. And also Jupiter must be in your fourth right now. So you might
Jupiter doing real good in my fourth.
Nice. It gives opportunities to move or to renovate your place.
I mean, I already moved, and then like I don't know. I just been like the people that I've been meeting, like as far as like family. I don't know. It's like I've been growing. Like the people that that's around me. Like I don't know. They just on some family like material. Like everybody I meet that come in my house, like they real cool to the point where I can consider them, my family.
That's
so
dope.
Like I don't know if that was the best way to put it, but like yeah, like I don't know. I just been meeting like cool people to like have around, stuff like that.
No, that's the best way to put it. It makes so much sense. And then
like you look at my house right now, like it's like a real spiritual house. Like we got crystals everywhere, we do rituals, like feel me? It's like I don't know, it's like real, we sage the place like whenever we need to. So like you can really feel Jupiter presence in here.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's ready to move into the fifth house, the North Node.
That's gonna be crazy. I can feel it from here, like
Jupiter in the fifth. So I see that as like taking everything that was expanded and focusing it and crystallizing it, which is it's only gonna be good for people who've done the work, So that's definitely something for us to look forward to as both Cap moons, which is dope. It's the North Node's in your 11th too, so that I see it as that's gonna kind of get your fan base and collective, like you're gonna know where you belong and connect that. So it's not, that's what I love about astrology. Like everything happens in its proper time and sequence. What do you feel is the most spiritual experience you've had so far? Like what's the most connected you felt to the divine as of late that really assured you're on the right path?
I mean, just knowing like this connection I got with Ra for real. That's what I can think about right now. But like it's really everything. Like literally, it's everything. I see synchronicity like every 5 minutes. Like I'm real like I got a lot of like. You ever heard of the 144?
Yeah.
I'm about to say like I don't know. Like I see this number like I want to say like every hour of the day, and it's been like this for like the last 2 years. And I remember when I first got my mic, it say 144 on it. And
yes.
Yeah. What?
So go ahead.
I was about to say, I've just been getting like a lot of synchronicities that correlate with that. So like every time I get like a synchronicity, I don't care like if I just met somebody that I haven't seen like in like 5 years. To me, that's a synchronicity, and that's letting me know that I'm at the right place at the right time. So like
yeah. No, I feel you on that. Because certain people can see, there's certain people who kind of make synchronicities, like their subconscious will alert them, so they see it and they think it's a sign, but they're just making themselves see it. But stuff like what happened to you is legit. Like when you see it on something, when you buy it or something like that, so significant. This Archangel book with What is Light Body, when I had gotten it in the mail, there was a sticker that said 44 on it. And that's what let me know, oh, this came directly from the angels and I should take it seriously.
Yeah.
It's just such a great confirmation. That number has been coming up for me too, where like it'll just kind of trigger at key moments that reveal a lot. And it just is humbling to know that there's so much divine support and energy regarding there. What are your musical influences and influences in general?
I mean, like the astrological community, like literally, like I listen to these rappers, but like not for the I listen to them for the sounds.
Yeah,
I like for like peace. Like it's really like feel me? Because like y'all really motivate me to like start this movement. Like
appreciate you. That's really what's good. Any like actual, do you have any favorite like musicians or artists? Maybe not out right now, but like of all time.
All the artists that came from Vega.
Oh, what is, I know Sir Michael Rocks is a Capricorn. I think he's vegan from Cool Kids.
What degree? Hold on, I've been drinking water all day. I gotta use the bathroom. Hold up.
All right, that's cool. I'm gonna look up his sun degree too. December 24th, 87. Oh, okay. He's a 1 degree. Damn. Good to know. Aqua Moon. I had no idea. Wow. That's really what's good. Shout out to Ryan Sage in the chat, Mad Wise, Nicole Razy. Yeah, he's a 1 degree Cap Sun. And I think he has Neptune 7 degrees, so he's more early Cap. And Vega, you said, was 17, right?
15.
15. Oh, good to know.
Orb, 2 degree orb.
2 degree orb. Nice, nice. My Jupiter's right off the and Neptune.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
Like 2 vegan Vega rappers died last year.
No way.
Mac Miller and X.
X was a vegan rapper too.
He was a Vega star. His Mercury conjunct Vega, and then Mac Miller his Neptune and his Mercury conjunct Vega.
Damn.
And they both died last year. It's crazy.
That is crazy. That is really crazy.
I feel like X knew though, because you know Vega blue star. He dyed his hair blue, and then he started to like be more intellectual with his music, his career. So like I don't know.
No, he did. He's Aquarius. He's Aquarius. He knew, and not only you could see it in his music video where he's using telekinesis.
Yeah.
He has Jupiter and Mars like 29 degrees. Aquarius.
I seen that. Yeah.
So he's really supernatural. That's what made me think nothing about his death is normal. Like it's weird. There's some stuff we probably never know. And all perspectives I use equal. I take into account Placidus sometimes, but I personally use equal. It doesn't help when you see him in a music video getting killed by an asteroid. I won't mention the name, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean.
Which video?
Sicko Mode.
Oh, you talking about yeah. So like how you? Oh yeah, they was talking about X got killed. Like he tried to throw a shot at him.
That was a clear shot. Like they can deny that. That was X who got hit by that rock. That was fucked up. That was really.
Talk about that. Like what you feel like that mean?
So you know what I'm saying? Like people are already saying Triple S shoot below the waist. You know what I'm saying? People are already saying he might have had something to do with that. I think he probably was just playing with those rumors, but I could tell.
Like he
heavy. Okay, Scorpio is the boss of the underworld. Like Scorpio have underground. He has a song talking about he has mob ties. So like that's not a rumor. Like he fucks with.
Got a water tron in Detroit, and then he regulars like of the rap game. I looked at his ascendant. It's 29 degree a Leo. That's regular. That's
regular. He's a star, which is why he's here for good, and he has Hades on his sun, so he has like connects with killers. He raps about it. I'm not saying that he was responsible for X's death. It seems that way. I think it's a little bit too convenient. I do know X talked reckless about his mom, so I can see where he's coming from, where he in spitefulness still, does a shot after his death. That's just really interesting to me. Like he basically symbolically said, if we take the symbolism of that he killed X, at least symbolically. if you're falling down from a meteor and it smashes someone, subliminally, this is the message you're giving off. So he must not give a damn at this point. I don't know. I think that's a little bit too. He said he's light skinned, but he's a dark dude. He's living up to his water energy. It's just like, damn no. But all this is gonna be revealed. Shout out to Daylight. Daylight's Aquarius too. I see that as a GOAT right now. He's definitely trolling but waking people up. It's just Aqua has their eccentric, weird way of doing it, which goes over people's heads. So it is what it is. But what do you feel about that?
About what?
About the whole that scene sicko mode.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it on purpose.
He did.
Say it again.
He did do it on purpose. Oh, if he the scene?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he set that up on purpose.
Set what up?
Like how it played out.
Oh, his death?
No, I'm saying like you said the comet hit him, right?
Oh yeah. No, see, that's all on purpose. Like they have editors.
Since when Drake rap about killing people as much as he was around the time Exit died? Never. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did set that up.
It is what it is. That's why I'm just so interested to see what happens next, because especially with hip hop and the beefs going on, like it's about to be a bloodbath this year. That's why I'm so happy that Big Soulja started the year off right. It's crazy, but it is what it is.
He crazy. Like how long you feel like he gonna last?
Soulja Boy?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about that is Soulja Boy, I kind of respect where he came from, because a lot of people did count him out, but he's been in the game. Like he's the definition of hip hop, really. He came from the hood. He made his own beats. He made a song that everyone danced to all at once. And come to find out, he put so many people on. It made me understand astrology, because Leo is the plug. Like Leo is who you go to get jacked in and then grow. So he fulfilled that. He even has South Node on his son. And in an interview, he was like, everything that happens to you is meant to happen. So I know he has this, like Big Draco has this like, energy that's very extravagant, but that's the Leo. I kind of realized, I kind of gave him a little bit of respect. So knowing that he's been in the game for so long and he has a movie coming out, I don't know how relevant his music will be, but I think he's going to be in the game for a while. I think he's here to stay, which is trippy to me, because I definitely was on that wave of thinking, oh, he screwed up hip hop. Like he definitely like dumbed it down. But I take that back, because it's really the label execs that push acts like that. And, considering his story, like, even though he's taking ownership of fathering so many of these little dudes, I wouldn't say it's fair to completely like throw him under the bus like that. It was kind of seeing him kind of was kind of inspirational, being that he's also born 1990. So he's going through a Saturn return right now. And now we're seeing him like make do with that, which is trippy.
I ain't even peeped that.
Super trippy. Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's honestly why this tripped me out, because thinking of the astrology of it was like, oh, this makes too much sense. Tiger, Drake. Yeah. I'm done. There's that subtle Leo Scorpio beef that's gonna pop off again, which is I'm here for. I'm all the way here for. So that's gonna be amazing. But yeah, I think now is such a pivotal period, because you have these greats and legends who are still relevant to a degree, but we're going to see the hugest new wave of artists come through. I think consciousness is going to come back in all genres, and it's definitely going to be a quick opportunity for new people like you to just kind of take over. Or I won't say new people, but people like you to just take over in new ways. You know what I mean? Tiffany asked, someone tell me the significance of the fifth house. Do you mind answering that question? Being it.
Fifth house, creativity, fertility, fun, sports, games, children, It ruled the heart. I think with the lower heart.
Yeah.
It's the house of Leo. The sun is at home in the fifth house. Uh, what's exalted there?
I think you covered it.
What planet exalted in Leo?
Oh, that's a good question. I
I
don't know.
never knew that.
Yeah, I think they said Neptune might be at its fall in Aquarius, so it's exalted in Leo. But I would think the sun. They say the sun's exalted in Aries, but other than the sun, that's a really good question. I gotta look that up. I think it's dope that as a Leo rising, your fifth house is the strongest house, and you have all that stellium there. So
Yeah,
that means something. That's very, very significant. And
yeah. They say Amon Ra was the god of creativity, and then I look at my fifth house, and I'm just looking like, damn, like, yo, like this got to be like my father. Like it's crazy. Cause like
no, for real,
my fifth house got 6 planets in it, and then 2 fixed stars. Like it's crazy.
it really is.
I
And
was looking at Dolo. You know how you be saying like he Archangel Uriel. I'm
because
like,
of the Antares fixed star,
yeah. Then he got all this fire, and Uriel was like the
the
angel.
light of God.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, dang, so these people can really come back. Like, who am I? That you Archangel Michael. So it's just like, dang, like this is real. Like this could really happen.
Well, I'm so glad you mentioned that, and that's where these parallels bring chills to my face. First of all the biblical characters were black, like they were based on actual beings from the original pantheon. So I think it's interesting how like the people coming forward have this African like heritage, but it's also important because Dolo was able to quantify his experience astrologically. Like he does have his Antares moon in Sag, and of course it's the light of God. My son is on the Archangel Michael Aldebaran 6th degree Gemini, even though my son is like 20, like it's in the first house, hence my identity there. And then my soul is connected with Osiris. But and then you have your fixed star, 2 fixed stars, and like
I got the whole summer triangle in my chart.
exactly. So, like, the whole notion of energy reincarnating back is significant because of the Saturn and Capricorn cycle, but also because Pluto is past Scorpio. Pluto and Scorpio, Pluto Sag, Pluto Capricorn is prophetic in these energies reincarnating, transforming back through in its deepest essence. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it's important because now that we're stepping into our 30s is when this energy awakens, especially Capricorn energy. It doesn't truly come into form until when Saturn returns. So that's why I appreciate seeing you here young, because you're already coming into a lot of the awareness of this and taking up such a huge responsibility on your plate. And I know there's a way, I think what we're learning is there's a way that it's been perceived, and we're learning to kind of revolutionize the way to look at it. So it's not too deified. It's like, we're actually real people, you know what I mean? Which is even greater. So I'm really proud and happy to see you like representing and owning that, identity, especially being a sun and moon. It's almost like definitive. So there are going to be people who channel their energy, but it's more real for you, which I could definitely say. I could hear in your music too, which is really amazing. Super amazing.
Yeah.
What do you, oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, like, I was looking at my fifth house and noticed my Venus in Sag, but it conjunct my Mercury, which is in Cap. And I feel like that's real interesting, like how my Venus could be in a fire house. I mean, in a fire sign, but it conjunct Mercury, which is in the Earth sign, but it's in the same house.
How does it conjunct Mercury? Oh, within the 10-degree orb?
It's in the same house.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what
Like
you mean.
my Venus 28 degrees Sag, and then my Mercury 4 degrees Cap.
Okay, so it's a 10-degree orb too. Yeah, I feel you. And yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. Like fifth house Sag energy is really, really fun. And then of course, real Cap fun.
It's crazy. I feel like that manifests into that state girl.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about her. What was that?
She a Libra, and Venus, rule Libra. So
Yep.
like I be seeing this junk. I be seeing it everywhere, like how I manifest into like real people, like everybody in my fifth house. I can see them in person. Like,
No, that's
or
beautiful.
every planet in my fifth house, I can see them, and I can see how it's playing out like in real life.
Yeah. And y'all are twin flames, right?
Yeah.
Could you go into that? Because it's rare that you actually see someone manifest their twin flames, and both of you have been together for a while, and you could see the love evident in the art and the work y'all do. So what's it like being in a twin flame connection, and what are the challenges and the positives?
I know this one thing, like in my chart, like I'm earth heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't got that much air. I really don't got that much air and water, like how she got in her chart. She really don't got that much earth. So like that's kind of like where we exchange like elements.
Yeah.
In my chart, she Venus, and then in her chart, I'm Saturn. So you can see like how that kind of like play out. Like I don't know, like the way it happened, it was like mad, like spontaneous. Like I don't know, it's like I don't like we don't even gotta try. Like everything just be happening for us to like just be together. Like it's just
Nice.
yeah. It's like I don't know. It's just like everything just be happening for us. So it's just like it is what it is.
So it flowed really nicely.
Yeah, and you know how the Earth got chakras?
The what?
You know how the Earth, like the planet Earth got chakras,
It has what?
like chakras, like the 7 chakras.
Oh, yes.
All right, so you know how like in America is over there in LA is like where the root chakra is, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we all know the root chakra is ruled by Saturn,
Okay. Nice.
and the heart chakra is ruled by Venus, which is over there, in London. And it's crazy how I'm ruled by Saturn, and I'm in America, and she ruled by Venus, and that's where the heart chakra is in London. So I found that interesting. A lot of people won't, but I found that interesting. And then we
So
both like number 8.
So she stays in London?
Yeah.
I had no idea. That's interesting. Even more so, I didn't even know the heart chakra was in London. So the crown is probably like in Asia, like in Tibet or something like that.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
And that is a correlation. That's not a coincidence too. I think it's interesting that you pointed out. What's it like as a Capricorn being with a Libra?
I mean, like they can be like I got my Mars in Libra, so like
Yeah.
I can kind of relate, but like I don't know. I just gotta get used to like
They can be wild.
they could be wild, but like I don't know. It's like I be too serious, but like they don't be serious enough. So like that's kind of like where we exchange that energy. So like I don't know. I'm still learning. Like,
and then to Libra, it's like, oh, he's too serious. He takes things too serious. And then in the Libra perspective, it's like, oh, he takes things too serious. Yeah. And it's like, so I feel you. I think it's easy for me to understand because I'm air and earth. So like, I'm somewhat familiar with the dynamic, but it's a little bit different for Libra because it definitely, I like how Capricorn is the foundation for Libra. And then Libra shows Capricorn their highest level, like can kind of connect them in that 10th house way, which is cool. But you need that grounding and foundation with Cap to even fly up there. So solid soulmate connection. And yeah, let's play the 3 questions game. Let's take turns asking each other 3 questions. You can go first, and then I'll answer, and then I'll ask you, and we'll go 2 more rounds.
All right. So look, I wanted to ask you a Cat Moon, right?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 29 in June, so I'm 28.
All right, 28, right? So is there anything I need to know being a Cat Moon as I get older?
Yes. Beautiful question. So your Saturn return is going to be in Aries. Yeah, Brooklyn culture. She's going to bring him out his shell. So true. So your Saturn return is going to be in Aries, which is so important because you have that T square. And basically in the 8th house, it's going to have you consolidate a lot of income and self-employment. I would say for now, you're already coming into the brunt of this energy so young. So take it slow. Like, just make sure you stay strategic, make sure you stay organizational, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how challenging it gets. Your victory is already assured. Like, you know who you represent, because on top of that, you rock with some heavy hitters spiritually and in this real world. So it's important for you to know your victory is already assured. You just need to go through that mountain path and attain new heights, because you're really here to attain new heights this lifetime. So that Saturn return in Aries is going to be hella intense. It's going to be while Pluto is barely leaving Capricorn, which I think is rougher for you, because most people who have Saturn returns don't have it while Pluto's in their sign, which just makes everything more intense. So I would let you know at a young age, you're going to break through with supernatural power, which you already have as a young Capricorn that can manipulate time through space. You're definitely going to come into a greater way to organize this, because you're at the third quarter square before your Saturn return. So this is all about cutting off dead weight and just releasing. Before that Saturn return, things are going to fall out of place, and just let it, because it's going to establish a new cycle. Once again, like, coming into your 20s, coming out of your 20s into your 30s, you age like you're always going to age like fine wine your whole life. So just enjoy that process. You don't have to rush anything. Things will get challenging, but you just know through every challenge you already won. That'll help so much. And just be great. Just continue to be great. I love the Capricorn vibration. I'm very biased, but it's legit. It's the GOAT for a reason, the greatest of all time. So you can wear that badge knowing you are the greatest of all time. And I even have this GOAT case. I look at it for reminder every time to remember who I am. So yeah, I'll definitely say that. My question for you is, what are your 3 favorite zodiac sign energies, and what 3 give you the most challenge?
Usually they switch. Right now, my 3 favorite. To be honest, like, I don't even feel like I got favorites no more. Like,
I feel you.
Like, at first it was Gemini, but like that was like in 2014. But like, I don't know, they just started rubbing me the wrong way.
Yeah, I feel you.
Now I like y'all again because I realized how like smart y'all can be. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
how intellectual y'all can be. But right now I would say like Aquarius, Sag, right?
Sag is fun.
Because I barely got a favorite. Like, I see the good and bad out of every sign. I like every sign equally now.
Yeah, because
I wasn't always like that though. I wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
But Aquarius, Sag, and us, Caps. And that's not in order either.
Nice, I feel you. Yeah, it's gotten hard for me to pick out my fave, because it's like I kind of like all of it, and it wasn't always like that either. But it's like it's hard to.
Least favorite.
Oh, nice. All right, word.
Least favorite would be like my favorite used to be Virgo, but like I don't know. They're not my least favorite. I can't say that. I'll say Aries because they a little too hot sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Aries, Taurus, and I want to say Scorpio because they be a little too dark. And like they be trying to be all secretive and manipulative when they not even that good at it.
Yo,
they be trying to act all deep when they not even like. I don't know. I don't know.
They try and act like Scorpio moons. It's a joke.
I said it like Scorpio suns can't really hide because the sun is light. So how you gonna hide? You know what's in the light? I think you said something like that, or it probably was flight goals. I don't know, but that made sense. I started looking at it differently. Like notice how people behavior. That was a Scorpio. So like, yeah.
Like what was that?
I said probably them. Like it really switched every month. Probably.
I feel you. That makes sense too, because different energies give different flavors. Saturn's in Aries, so I can see how Aries would be challenging. So there's some really cool Scorpios. So I don't mean all Scorpios, especially if they're grounded. Like a Scorpio with a Taurus moon is usually going to be one of the best Scorpios. But like, yeah, some of them try and be manipulative, and I don't think it works on cat moons because we could just feel it. Like we could kind of see through it. I know the way it works for me is they see my Gemini sun. And it's like, oh, I could finesse him. And it's even more than Scorpios, but then it's like, they don't know I have a cat moon. And it's like, yo. But once again, that's not every Scorpio. Some Scorpio, when the Scorpio is cool, they're godsend. So it's totally dope. But yeah, that's really interesting. I once again agree, like I could see the best in each sign. And yeah, the challenging ones bring a flavor every month too. So it would change. Yeah, it changes for me. Honestly, I can't give you my favorite changes all the time because I usually just really. It's hard for me now knowing that the energies are so linked. But I would say for now, like I can't even name like the 3 challenging ones. I would say my favorite ones though. This changed again. So for now, I'd say Sagittarius, Capricorn. I don't know why I love Capricorn woman. Maybe it's my 8th house. Like I just get super hot. I love Sag women too, and not hot, but I just get super like in the mood. And I want to say Aquarius, but I'm gonna say Leo.
I don't like how Aquarius always trying to finesse people. Like they always think that they ahead of you. Like I don't know. I don't know. A lot of Aquarius I know they always think they can get over on people.
No, it's true. It's true. The time I got finessed during me getting into spirituality, it was from Aquarius man. He like completely finessed my whole fam. And he just had this like I know more than you attitude. This is before I really got into like the cool Aquarius. Aquarius is a really cool sign. So I'm always going to love Aquarius because I have a very special connection with them. But some of them really do feel like some of them really will just make the decision to try and run a game on you. And it could be very the evil ones that are evil geniuses. It can be very dangerous. So I totally feel you on that. I don't necessarily know perhaps the Brooklyn culture said Aquarius don't get enough light shine on the fact that we sneaky AF. Well, when you have that 12th house Capricorn, it makes sense. But they're not all Aquariuses. Some Aquariuses are amazing individuals, and I'm just grateful for them. But yeah, I wouldn't say I have any challenges right now. What's your second question though? Let's get to the second round.
Second question, I had it in my head, but I forgot. Probably second question. I was just thinking. What was we talking about earlier?
To answer Mark, to address Mark, I did get finessed by a Taurus too, or my mom did. But the we were just talking about other than the signs in Aquarius. We were talking about the chakras of the earth. We were talking about your Saturn return, and also growing older and being great.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what you feel like the deepest thing about astrology? Because after I learned about the fixed stars, like, I don't know, that was crazy for me. Like, I'm like, damn, like, you go this deep. Like,
what do I feel about what?
Like the deepest thing you know about astrology?
Oh, great question. So Toya asked, isn't Saturn exalted in Libra? Yes, that means it would technically be in its fallen Aries, which makes it more challenging. But it is in the 8th house for you, so you can kind of transmute that. But so far, the deepest thing that I've learned in astrology with the degrees, personally for me, I realized my superpower. Detailed by astrology, but astrologically in general, I want to say the deepest thing that I've learned so far, because there's always a deep revelation every other day. I learned recently that Libra sponsors the fallen angels. And as far as like, a third of the stars in heaven being cast down, that's one of the three air signs. Libra has to go through a Scorpio progression, which means, the sun is in its fall in Libra, and then it has to get purified through Scorpio. And this is what made me realize, oh, Libra is an accuser opposite Aries. So they resonate with Lucifer, the devil, a lot, which makes sense given that they meant to charm, beautify. This doesn't mean that, even though Libras, I like to joke and say Libras are evil, but this actually will make a Libra person more of a person of integrity, because they have to fight that challenge. Libras and Caps have to go through the most temptation. Caps the devil card, Libra has Venus. So it doesn't mean that every Libra is like a bad person, but it really helped me look into Libra and more seriously. And I would say the deepest thing so far that I've learned about astrology that I want to get in more is everything after Libra, Scorpio, basically the last 6 zodiac signs, I realized represent God and goddess consciousness. So I've learned that, supernatural ability comes from the last 4 zodiac signs, and, progressions come into greater ascended mastery of, but there's a deeper mystery that I'm wanting to say that I can't really put into words. And I'm definitely going to get more into fixed stars and the asteroids. But yeah, I would say perhaps so far the deepest thing I've learned is really coming into greater awareness of Neptune and Uranus and Pluto and the last 6 zodiac signs, because it made me realize that there are people walking amongst us who do not have human spirits. Like, they have God spirits or goddess spirits or extraterrestrial spirits, and they definitely go. It taught me how much they have to hide and suppress this awareness and power, versus someone like me who has the luxury of being in the first 6 zodiac signs. So we're already grounded. We're the closest to Earth, or rather, we're the closest to the lower mind. So we're able to perceive things realistically, and ground stuff. Whereas we may lack that higher energy, we at least know how to hold our own on here. But I wish I could answer that deeper, because it's still very vague. I would just say really accepting at a core level that Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces are supreme vibrations. And you could truly tap into the highest energy by focusing on that. And actually, that leads me into soul hierarchy. I would say that was really one of the deepest things I've learned so far, that there is a special hierarchy of the moon. And depending, your sun sign will definitely show the strength of your spirit, but the higher your moon sign is, the more power and strength you have in your soul. And I've been really studying that right now to see how that can define someone's character. I mean, whether you have Aries to Pisces, any moon sign is powerful. Any moon sign is magical. But I'm really focusing more on Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces moon, because that totally, brings in on a whole nother level. I feel like our generation is going to explore that potential like never before. And I'm really excited for that.
My 9-year-old nephew, know his sun sign, he knows his numerology, he know all that. 9 years, he only 9 years old. Like, feel me, like all that. Like, me and him be having these conversations. Not as deep as me and you having it now, but like we getting there. I ain't know none of this when I was 9.
Yeah, same here. That's amazing. What's his zodiac sign?
Yeah, Scorpio.
Oh, snap. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's really
his favorite planet, Mars. He didn't even know it. He ain't even know. He ain't even know Mars rules Scorpio, but that's his favorite planet.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
the fact that he even knows, that's amazing, dude. That's
yeah.
so. That was actually my second question to you. What's your favorite planet? What are you like two go-to planets that you like to connect to?
Mm, you know, Saturn and the Sun.
Nice. That's what's up.
Uh, I like Mars. I like Uranus, but like mainly Saturn and the Sun. Cause that's what I, correlate. That's what I resonate with the most.
Yeah,
What about
yeah.
you?
Oh, you know what? I need to answer your second question. So there was this website that I had that I would constantly refer people to, alien patterns and charts.
Mm.
Oh, is it back up? See, the government, I don't know if it was the government or someone, but at some point I started sending that to people. Like it was a website that, and this is the deepest thing I learned. Basically, when you have Uranus, Neptune, or Pluto on your sun,
Yeah,
rising or moon, it makes you a vessel. It gives you power or an instrument. And like it showed all these supernatural abilities. Like people who have Saturn on their sun can manifest anything in the physical reality. Or if you have Uranus or Neptune on your sun and moon, you can ascend, you can hypnotize people, you can awaken people, you can notice trends. And I started sharing that with consultations, and the website's down. It was up for a bit. I shared it again and it's down. And I feel like that was interference. So this information didn't get out there. And it was like profound, like the Pluto contacts to sun and moon arising. You can assist the dead in crossing over. You can perform psychic surgery. You can make objects appeal more. Pluto on your moon, you can dodge IRS audits. Like it went in. And I wish I at least copied that article because I didn't know that they would basically like, wait a minute, I think I did.
you know, all the powers you got as being Archangel Michael, like conjuncting the Sun in your chart, because it's different. Like you get different powers. Like if it was conjunct your Moon or your Mercury, you might get a different power versus if it was like to conjunct your Sun.
Okay, beautiful question, because
Yeah,
that's what rid the skepticism of if I really was the archangel. That's what let me know, because before I seen it as okay, maybe I'm just a vessel of Archangel Michael, but that's what made me realize, oh no, I carry his spirit. So the sun is the sword, like because it actually flipped it on its head. So I'm actually my Cap Moon, and I have my Gemini Sun because it's Gemini is my second house, which is a possession. So what do I have? I have the sword of Michael, which is the spirit of Michael manifested through the Gemini messenger sword, right? So the power that I really draw this from is Capricorn, and I get the Saturn, I get the Uranus, the Neptune. It's in my 8th house, so I literally have to transform to harness that power. And that's what really just like took me on another rabbit hole. And I'm just so, and of course my sun is in the 1st, 2nd, and my moon's in the 8th. So it's like it made me realize I'm here to help people know their secret identities and their superpowers. Because just like I came to this awareness, everyone else has their own super legendary, you know what I'm saying, energies. Becky Rose said, I've had a time where I evoked Archangel Michael and then you would be live like 15 minutes later. Thank you so much, Becky. I didn't know that. It's amazing. So I think that's a great question. Like the moon will hold the secrets, right? And then the sun, you actually have the awareness and the power emanating from you, which is why
yeah,
it's so key that you have your sun and moon, because you have like that double whammy, and it's just so much more powerful. I feel like you truly harness that Cap energy like super amazingly.
yeah. My dad had that Cap ring when I was like since I was born. So I feel like you ever heard of the 144,000? I
Yes,
think I
sir.
asked you earlier. You know
Yep.
how that correlate with like each zodiac?
No, okay. So I know in the Bible it speaks of like
The 12
10,000,
tribes.
the 12 tribes of Judah, and I realized that's the 12 zodiac signs.
Yeah. So like it's like the top 12,000 of each zodiac.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, like maybe I'm one of them because I got all this Cap energy. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm a life path karmic number 8, and 8
Oh,
ruled by the number 8 ruled by the planet Saturn. So that's crazy.
it's even crazier when you think that 144,000 is less than 0.005 of the world population. Like it's an
Yeah.
incredibly distinct low amount. And I'm not entirely sure, but I almost feel the 144,000 are twin flames. So it's actually like 288,000 people coming into pairs as one. So it's like 144,000 twin flames, which would be pretty interesting. But definitely looking forward. I see 88. There's like an 88 tribe too with Athena. So it's cool because all this 144,000, I think it might not even be as literal. It might just be a vibration. But all of this is coming to light now. You know, Jupiter at the tail end of the zodiac signs, ready to go back in Aries, is going to reveal all these mysteries that Saturn in Capricorn has been uncovering for that cycle. So this is it. Like it's happening. We're going to find out. This is going to make sense of all these synchronicities that we've had. And just like Kristen said, 144 is maybe a vibration and not necessarily a number of people, which would probably make sense more in I think there's a literal aspect to it, which will take place, but I think it's kind of like bridge. So very, 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 very interested in seeing how it does. So I feel like you will be one of the first people to make these realizations because you're on the core of the energy.
Yeah.
And you're born 97, which your Pluto's in Sag. It's a huge deal. Y'all are one of the first ones to get evolved with Jupiter and Sag. So that's just going to open up your sight and to see things. Pluto Sagittarius need to understand that y'all are going to see things that the rest of us won't. And so we can tell you that you don't know what you're seeing, but you guys just kind of have to trust yourselves and go with that. So very profound. And I guess that counts as the last question.
I got a few more questions.
Go
Since you
for
said
it.
that. I mean, like I was on Google like earlier, and they were saying like Saturn losing his rings or whatever, right?
Oh wow.
So like I want to know how this correlate with astrology, because like remember that cat ring I showed you?
Yeah.
Like day after I showed you that, like I can't find it no more, and I'm ruled by Saturn. I'm ruled by Saturn. They say Saturn losing his rings, and I just feel me like I can't
And
find it no more.
lost your ring.
Yeah, like I'm not happy about that either.
Nah, that's significant as hell. Number one, you're gonna find it, but the thing is, like, that's super symbolic. I feel like a lot of that has to do with Pluto and Cap, and Capricorns are in a very pivotal place right now where we're not going to see the stereotypical Capricorn anymore. Like we're not going to see the traditional way they're expressed. Like Capricorns being born now and alive now and are going to transform completely to where they might have a totally new archetype. So that might be symbolic. Brooklyn Culture said he's in his own universe, which is amazing. It's symbolic in the sense where it's like, maybe you have to lose some of your rings in order to receive more power. It's like you're shedding an aspect of yourself that's no longer necessary, and that's evolving with the time. So it's definitely a sign that I'm interested in. It's interesting to even notice that the rings are losing. So I got to do some more research, honestly. Billionaire Chanel said maybe it's symbolic to marriage, because that would make sense too. But the fact that you read an article that it's losing its wings and you lost your Saturn ring, which you gained from your father, who I feel is a Taurus, is super symbolic. Super, super symbolic.
Yeah. My favorite movie growing up was Lord of the Rings too. I ain't know nothing about this. It's crazy. But another question I had, like, how you feel about Vedic astrology? Because I don't like agree with it.
Yeah, okay. So people are very certain people are attached. When you get attached to a certain system, you have cognitive dissonance. When you have cognitive dissonance, you start making excuses for stuff that isn't really real. And that's what a lot of sidereal Vedic astrologers do. Vedic astrology is an amazing system that incorporates nakshatras and almost adds a very Indian spiritual element to astrology, which is beautiful when applied to tropical. When you apply like the Vedic principles to the Western system, you have a complete astrological system. And I think we should really, merge both of those. But Vedic based on sidereal is trash. Like it's not real. The 23 degree delineation due to the precession of the equinox is bullshit. Like it's true outside of the Earth, but if you're on planet Earth and you're using the Vedic system or sidereal, you don't know what you're doing. You're using placebo, and it's just very confusing. So this isn't to knock Vedic astrologers, because some of them, like Vedic astrologers, have great interpretations, but only when they apply it to Western calculations. That's why one of my favorite astrologers is KRS Astrology. His knowledge of astrology.
He told me a lot.
Same here.
He told me a lot. Yeah.
He's the real deal. He's the real deal.
You know what he told me? The most valuable thing he told me? Like, you should start businesses on like a good astrological date. It could be the best idea in the world, but like if you started on a bad date where there's a lot of unlucky energy out, you might your business might fail.
So true. So true. Yeah. I heard Leo King talking about that with Facebook launching, and how that kind of could get in the way because it was on a dark moon. But see, I feel like timing is all up Capricorn's edge too, like knowing when to start things. That's all Saturnian. That's all Cap, you know? So
how you feel about Planet X? You believe in that?
Nibiru?
Yeah.
I am not informed. I need to do research. I don't believe that it's a threat. If it was a threat, I do believe that the government can't tell us, because what good would happen if the world is in pandemonium and everyone's rioting? So stuff like that has to be kept secret for national interest, for international interest. It's definitely not really wise. Do I believe that it's coming through? No, but I'm not informed, so I don't really know the details about it. But I know they've been talking about it for a while. I know there were videos saying that it was supposed to appear. Still haven't seen it appear, so I'm not sure. Now,
if it was, it would be in our charts, right? Which means like we'll probably get more power, right?
That's an amazing question.
That's what I was thinking, because if you would have information, I would have asked you about that. But like,
where does it fall in the zodiac? Because
we'll probably be lifting stuff with our heads by now if it was here.
Or it might be. This could be something that comes around like Pluto Aquarius. And I'm glad you talked about telekinesis, because telekinesis is a superpower that Pluto Aquarian children will have and will be enabled for us, especially with mass telepathy. If you notice, telepathic channels are slowly starting to be connected, and we're being more aware. That's because 2024, once Pluto's Aquarius, everyone's a telepath. Like we have a whole society where we can just speak telepathically, which is going to be very awkward, but also very cool. I'm looking forward to that.
So you know about the black sun and stuff like that?
No.
Oh.
Could you speak on that?
I mean, they say the black sun is like supposed to be Saturn. I heard Dolo talking about it like a few days ago, but I knew about it before that, so I just want to know more about it. I mean, they say Saturn was the sun before the sun.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Saturn.
But like I wanted to know more about it. I really don't, know enough, I feel like.
Just like Palman said, Dolo reaches a lot. Dolo reaches a whole lot, but I feel like he's good because of that. Like some of the stuff he says isn't really true, but the way he makes you think was the purpose, whether it's real or not. Like he can say something that's not true, but he drops gems the whole video.
Like, he's super right brain, like
exactly.
It's that fire element he got.
He's very nonlinear, so it's like even if it's not logically right, he's still talking about something very important, and it's something that it's something I like to make sure, because it could be easy to be turned off by that, but you kind of got to listen with your soul and your heart and not with your brain when you watch Dolo. So that'll be interesting to see if it was the sun before that, because it's, there we go. A planet can't really be the sun. Saturn is more a gas planet, especially. So it wouldn't really be a supernova star, but I still think there's truth to that. Maybe he was trying to say something that he didn't have the words to say. So I'll definitely look into it, and the Black Star as well. Do you have a 16 you could spit for us?
16
or a freestyle?
I ain't really come ready for that. I did that at my last interview. I had an interview like 2 days ago, and I did it then. But like for this one, I was trying to talk more about celestial, topics.
My bad, I didn't even give you a heads up. But it's totally cool. Like you could spit a written to a song you already put out, like 6'5" or something.
I mean, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna actually drop a song right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Do you know some of the lyrics?
I mean, yeah, but like they're not really super duper celestial.
Yeah, I feel
more. They like more like. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like more like, feel me. They just vibey, feel me.
Like mood songs. I feel you.
But like I was gonna see if it was cool with you. Like, feel me. I didn't send you the email like I probably should have, but like I was just gonna drop it on here, and then for everybody that liked it, they can tune in after.
Oh yeah, dude, please go ahead.
All right.
Yeah. No, you totally right. What's it called?
Blood Moon right now, right?
Blood Moon?
I mean, is it tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight and tomorrow.
All right, so yeah. Hashtag Blood Moon. ZG Records. Nice. We didn't even talk about that. We didn't even talk about ZG. That was your last question?
ZZ?
Nah, I'm saying like ZG, like that's like the movement that I'm going with.
Oh,
it stands for zero gravity, because without gravity, everything will be going up. Everybody will be ascending on this earth. So right. I try to use that energy. I try to use that energy and incorporate it with the movement that I was going with. Nice. Everybody who associated with ZG, we trying to ascend basically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, try to just become the best, us. But like, yeah. I probably can send it to you. Well, right now you got an iPhone?
Yeah. All right, cool. You gonna play the song right now?
I was gonna let you play it.
Oh, okay, cool.
You want me to play it?
Yeah, that'll be cool.
All right.
You seem like you have the better system.
All right, so like I was saying, ZG is the collective / movement / label. So you're gonna hear a little bit of the people that's evolved with this in this song. So I'm about to play it right now for you.
Nice.
And after this, we're gonna drop it. Almost forgot that. All right, here we go. I'll be back.
When I walk in, bitch, I'm with the pack. Yeah, I walk in, bitch, I'm with the pack. Yeah, I walk in, they gon' fall back. Yeah, I walk in, they gon' fall back. You the best, but I don't like to brag. You the best, but I don't like to brag. You let your chat, they gon' cut it out. Cut it out, chat, they gon' cut it out.
Guarantee you cannot stop this. You cannot knock this. Flowing obnoxious, yeah. Nigga, I got this relevant topics. I look flopping, ayy. Felt like a jet. It's easy to set. Nigga, don't sweat the finesse. Mentally stressed. Thinking a mess. I'm speaking less. I let the nest, now I'm next. Open my eyes, I can see. Got my leg looking like it's a movie. I put my name on the T. Niggas be thinking they G. What we gon' see? If we not P, we ain't greedy. But niggas don't got enough G. Hey, none of my niggas could read. Like, every day feel like a beat. Okay, pass it up, bro, like a beat. Like, never waste time on the trees. Hey, over increase. Where's the beast? Promise you, he don't want nothing with me. Really at peace. Gotta go harder at least. If you want winning, that's all it's gonna be. Hey, the dusty deceased. I'm sipping tea. You on the mingle and we about to feast. Yo. Said all my niggas, all my niggas, hey, ain't no point to attack, hey, yeah. Said all my niggas.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Hey, 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 got my back. We never lack. Dressing all black, carrying no racks, yeah, hand in the stats, ayy, only spit facts, you don't want stats, nigga we smack, pulling her tracks, why you moving fast, foot on the gas, Nico he spaz, X by the spaz, yeah niggas trash, we never last, but we last.
Some slight, some light, not too crazy.
It's like a mood song. It's like something to like rock to. I feel you.
Sorry. Sorry, but you know.
Yeah. No, it definitely carries the energy of this blood moon too. Gritty and just like to the point. So I like it. I'm gonna definitely bump it. This full moon for sure. Yeah, yo. Appreciate you for joining us. Thank you so much again for the shirt. Much appreciated. And like I said, we'll have you back on when we talk more hip hop and get that psychic cipher going on.
I'm ready for that. Just let me know. Like I said, if y'all need help, you know, just hit me up. Me and Gemini Brown had a few talks about this.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the brother right there. That's for sure, the bro. So do you have any final words of advice for people walking the spiritual path?
You should know your chart, like to the T.
Yeah.
Like make sure everything add up, or make sure you can find everything that add up between your chart, your numerology, your name. Just make sure you know yourself and you at peace, like to the fullest extent.
Gotcha.
For me, it was a little bit easier because like all my planets are like in the same house. So like, yeah, you know, but like, I don't know. That's really the only thing, you know, study your chart, you know, eat healthier. Just try to be the best you know.
Amen.
Stop eating meat, I guess.
Oh, you hitting up that plant-based diet?
Yeah, just levels, yo.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be more alkaline. Like I want vegan, but like you know, there's really not enough. Cause you know, a lot of the vegan foods are, you know, they being like, you know, they trying to like put like soy wheat and all this other stuff that's not alkaline in that. So
vegan food too. Yeah.
So like, there's levels within that, but like you know,
I started looking into Dr. Sebi. So that's what inspired me to start to do it alkaline. I haven't started yet, but
you'll get there.
Yeah. Levels, like you said. So thank you once again for joining us. Thank you guys in the live chat for staying tuned. Stay tuned once again. We got more interviews on the way. And until next time, peace out, y'all.